Hey, Adrián. Thanks for speaking with us. That's a very bright jacket you have on. Kind of like that. Wanted to ask about obviously short week. We know Trin came out of the game. We heard that recently that she was cleared to play, but just regarding her specifically, but other players as well on a short week, and you're not done with it. You're just in the middle of it. What does availability look like, and how hard is it to manage when you have 3 games in a tight window?
Hi, Andre. Yeah, it's not ideal having the this schedule, but we need to accept it and try to find the best way to manage players. Obviously, each player now is in a different situation, and we are just trying to manage the training and also manage the next games. Trini is doing good, and the team is also in a good shape. The only thing that we need to know is that we are having now tomorrow a game and then in few days another one. So let's see what happens tomorrow, and after that we will take decisions. So knowing that we need to travel, and yeah, that's an extra factor. But yeah, fortunately, I think we have now a good availability, and also we've been training good, and we can have different options to rotate if we need it.
Appreciate it. Wanted to focus on Utah a bit coming up because they had a difficult game against San Diego, but San Diego is a team that likes to have the ball a lot, and Utah did a lot to make sure they didn't have the ball. And we know the Spirit like playing with the ball as well. So, how do you view the matchup on Wednesday with them being very capable of denying possession, especially in dangerous areas?
Yeah, it is true that they also like having the ball, and I think especially they like playing inside with the three midfielders, really good combinations, and also they are very aggressive, pushing with a lot of numbers in the last third. And yeah, it is a team that sometimes also they push the outside backs high. So yeah, they are gonna try obviously to keep the ball. And yeah, it's gonna be a good battle between both teams that they wanna have the ball. And yeah, obviously playing at home, we know that we want to be aggressive, and we also want to have those situations in under control. I think the other day also against Louisville, we could have a great possession phase most of the time also in the half. I expect something different obviously in terms of transitions, but also it is a team that if you concede them spaces, they are very vertical too if they have to. So it's gonna be interesting to see, how we are both teams controlling those situations.
And I just wanted to follow up on that a bit as well. It looked like some of the success that teams are able to have against them is when you press them pretty high. You know, they made a pretty significant error at the back over the weekend, and I know Spirit are a pretty high pressing team as well at times. But how does that factor in, especially given the fact that you have so many games and you want to obviously, if you had to play this game in isolation, you would want to probably do a high press to unsettle them and disrupt their possession. But you have to also keep an eye on the 3 games in a week situation.
We always like to like playing in the same way, so we are not gonna change anything.
All right. Thank you very much.
We'll go to Annie.
Hi, Adrián. Thank you for speaking with us. Gotta think how I want to phrase this after Andre's questions. Um, Obviously, there were some takeaways from the game over the weekend, and then with such a short turnaround time, how do you balance kind of responding and training to the past game with preparing for another game in 2-3 days?
Well, trying to combine the learnings from the last game with the you know the possibilities that we will have for the next one. So we always try when we have this type of weeks, like short weeks with a lot of games, we always try to we always have takeaways from each game. So yeah, in this case we've been combining the things that we did really good against Louisville that can also be useful for the next one, and things that we had to improve from the last game, and try to get better for the next one. Obviously, right now I think the team is improving a lot. In those turnarounds, like okay, just resetting from one game to the other. Sometimes you are gonna have just 2-3 days to prepare the next one, and you need to be ready. Something that we are used to right now. And yeah, after each game, we always give 24 hours to, reset and refresh. It doesn't matter the result, and just being prepared for the next one. And I think right now we had a great conversation and a great review from Louisville. Besides the result, I think we did a lot of good things as a team, and it was a big improvement from the first game against Portland. And right now, what we want to see is, something better than the last week. So try to be better every week, knowing that it's gonna be a different game.
Thank you.
Go to Marissa.
Hi, Adrian. Thanks for speaking with us today. Obviously, you have new signees, Lucia and Claudia. I wanted to ask how they've been kind of adjusting to the minutes that they've gotten into the games.
Really good. Claudia is getting, adapted really good. Obviously, she's a young player, and she will need more time to get used, especially to this physicality with this pace. But during the training, she's showing her talent. And Luci, different profile with more experience in Italy. I think she's performing really good, very competitive, and also giving us chances in both sides as a fullback. So both are doing really good.
And you talked about Lucia having that experience. Was that something that majored in the factor of having her start immediately into the season?
Absolutely, yeah. She's a player who has played a lot of games with Rome, and also with the Italian national team. She's used to play also big games, big tournaments, and she has that experience, and it's very mature and very competitive. And obviously, she's in a different, moment in her career, and more mature for sure.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Adrian.
Thank you.